How's it going? How are you? Actually, I think it's a little crooked. Maybe. Maybe that's crooked. I don't know. Hi. Happy Friday Eve, friends. Happy Friday Eve. Okay, let's find where we are over here. Hopefully everybody's had a good week, you guys. Let's see. Here we go. Guys, I'm pinning a kit. That's what we're doing today. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, pin. Boot the phone. Hey, Karen. Oh, look at the bunny. Isn't it cute? So Sarah and I saw this bunny at market, and we had to have it. So here we are. So you guys, we're doing an Easter kit today. The kit, for the kit, you get a roll, 2 rolls, sorry, of the brown mesh. Now, I went and added just a couple little pieces of gold, okay? You don't have to do that. I just did. Hey, Tanika. Hey, Karen. Yeah, you right, Karen? Isn't it cute? And so that's why there's gold in there. But the kit does not come with any gold mesh. I just put that in there. You can consider it like an extra if you want to add some gold in there. Hey, Stephanie. So the kit itself is 2 rolls of, is it 2? Yeah, it's 2 rolls. Because that's what 2 rolls of the brown mesh. The bunny. It's a cute little 8-inch gold bunny. Fabulous. 2 gold eggs. And there we go, that way. And our ribbon. Super pretty. So we're doing chocolate and gold. We just pretty much are saying chocolate and gold. Now, to kind of break it up a little bit, this is the extra. So the extra that I'm using, just a couple little pieces of gold mesh, and I got to throw some greenery in there. So this is a new one that just came in. So look at that. Ooh. So this is going to be what's going to break up that chocolate a little bit. Now this is a new one, and as you can see, it has the bead grass. It has kind of little ferns. It has little leaves, grass, even like these little berries. So this is fantastic, and it's huge, okay? It is also a pusher, which is amazing. Hey, Tina. Hey, Trina. So we're going to put some of that in there, okay? Did I freeze? Because I think I froze over here. Let's see. No, there we go. Okay. I think it was just my tablet over there. It's acting up. Hey, Tina. So yeah. So once again, the wreath kit is 2 rolls of the brown mesh, the wreath form, obviously. A bunny, 2 gold eggs, and then our ribbon. We'll show our ribbon again. Because who doesn't want to see pretty ribbon again? And then the extras are going to be just the little bit of gold mesh that I did. If you guys want to get that, you don't have to put that in. And then our beautiful greenery bush. Hey, Tracy. How are you? So you guys, I went ahead and added the mesh. It's cut at 18 inches like I usually do it. It's 2 strips in each one. Hey, Cindy. How are you? If you guys would not mind sprinkling also, I greatly appreciate it. And make sure you guys are following the page here and over on my page, the Red Rustic Rose. Okay, we're going to cut some tails for the outside on this one. And then we'll make some bows. All the things. All the things. Good, good, good. Yeah, very busy week for me. I'm like, whew. Yup. Valentine's is kicking my butt. Let's do our tails first. So for the tails, I'm going to use just the 1.5 inch ribbons on the outside. We're going to cut that there. And this. So hopefully everybody's week was good. There's 10 on the outside, so we are going to do, we're going to have to do 10. 3, 4, and 5. I usually cut, hey Carol, I'm good, thanks guys, right? It's like, tomorrow's Friday, oh my gosh. You can do as many, when you use a board, as many as you want. I tend to stick to around 5 or 6, because then it gets super chubby, and then when you go to cut them, they're kind of wonky. Yes. I hugged it. I rarely keep them round. I usually put the mesh in, and then I kind of give them a little tug. Just a little squeeze. I'm going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can choose to leave it round if you want. That's totally fine. I tended to make mine oval for quite a while now. And it's not super oval, but it's enough to where it's pretty oval. They're still sick, girl? That flu is definitely, it's a rough one. Hopefully they're getting towards better. Hey, Sharon. You guys, so I'm cutting 10 of each. Since I've got 3 ribbons, I'm only going to do the 2 that are 1.5 inch around the outside. Yeah, and also it's so much worse when the kids get sick because it just hits them so much harder. 4 and 5. I'm cutting 10 of each one, you guys. I'm just cutting them 5 at a time. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And then, yeah, I feel like when the kids get sick, it just affects them so much more, you know, just because they're little people. Yeah, everybody, I mean, I've just been so fortunate that I have not had it, but it's no good. It's no good, guys. Did you guys see the live yesterday that Sarah did? She showed some of the new stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you guys missed the live, you can find it here on the page. You can also find it over on my page. She went on and showed some of the new ribbon, the new little chubby sitting bunnies, super cute. She showed some sprays. She didn't show greenery, or I think she showed a couple of florals. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, it really tends to hit them hard. So really, I remember that when my kids were little and they would get sick, it'd be like, ugh, you really got to keep an eye on them, because they go from being okay to not okay really quickly. Okay, you guys, and we're just going to do, so because I'm only using 2 ribbons, I'm actually going to alternate these, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So on this one, the gold's going to be on top, and then on the next one, the brown's going to be on top. And that's all I'm going to do. Gold on top. Okay. And then we're just going to put these all around the outside, you guys. Just because I want to add some of that gold in there. Also the Swiss dot. So all I'm doing is just on the outside, you guys. Now I'm going to just take these, fold these up. Oh, 104, that is no good, friend, no good. And then you just gather them in the middle. And then just push it into the tie. A lot of people ask, do you undo the tie when you put the ribbon? No. I used to, not anymore. And then I'm just going to fan them out. And I'm just going to spin it. And on the next one, the brown's going to be on top. Just so that it's alternating and it's not so... Hey, Roseanne. How are you? If I had 4 ribbons, and I would do 2 of each, but because I've got the, I've only got 3 for this one, I'm just doing the 1.5-inch ribbon. And we're fanning it. So has everybody's orders been picking up? My Valentine's people's. Hello. Hello, hello. What we're doing is just going around the outside, you guys. Yeah, it's been... I'll be telling you right now, what I'm doing is Valentine's. Valentine's and a couple of every day, but mostly Valentine's. So if you guys sell your wreaths, make sure you're listing your Valentine's. Oh, and St. Patrick's. I've actually sold a few St. Patrick's already. Mardi Gras. Some people either do Mardi Gras or Valentine's. Because they're so close together, they don't tend to do both. So, but everybody's got a different crowd. I do a little bit of Mardi Gras, but my thing is Valentine's are my customers. A lot of. So, okay, guys. What we're doing is just gathering, putting it in the ties, and just alternating which one is on top. And we're doing that all the way around here. And I do that just so that you get to see the ribbon a little bit more, and it actually gives your wreath a little bit more width. Oh, that one. Yeah, okay. Sorry, just got to make sure I put the opposite one on top. And the strips are cut at 13 inches. So I decided to live dangerously, and I put my bunny at the end of the table there while I'm putting this on. So you know what's going to happen, right? So if you guys hear him take a tumble, that's my own fault. Okay, we're just putting this on here. Oh, another thing. They got patriotic ribbon. I don't know if you guys, who's used the new deluxe Craig Bachman ribbon, the double-sided one. Ooh, I love that ribbon. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite ribbons to have. And they have the patriotic designs. They're super pretty. Oh, she also got new signs. I'm trying to think of all the stuff, just in case you guys didn't see the live yesterday. New signs. What's funny is we're trying to put together some more kits and stuff that we saw at market that we ordered. Not everything has come in. So it's like we'll get some pieces. We're like, no, that's supposed to be a kit. We're going to make a kit with that. So I know you guys like the kits a lot. Okay, Okay, so we're just fanning these out, you guys. That way you guys can see all the ribbons. So, anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I know tomorrow's still Friday, but I feel like once it's Thursday, it's pretty much the weekend. It's almost here. That's why I don't call Thursday Thursday. I call Thursday Friday Eve. It's like my countdown. Which can either be like a good or a bad thing depending on how many orders I have that week. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Friday already. No! Or it's, yay, it's Friday already. It just depends on the situation. Okay, guys, almost done, almost done. Hi, Stephanie. Going to Square Dance Friday night and go see one of our favorite live bands. Oh, nice. Fun. There you go. I love live music. Absolutely love live music. I don't even, you know what's funny about live music? I don't even care what style of music it is for the most part. I just love live band music. It's fantastic. It's so much more fun. I feel like it's a lot more fun. So everybody gets into it. Yeah. A lot more fun. Okay, last one, y'all. Last one. Once again, you guys, this is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. Okay. Here we go. Now I've got it on the outside. I know, chocolate and gold, y'all. Chocolate and gold. Don't worry, the gold's going to go in the center, the bunny, and then we're going to do some bows. So, once again, look at our beauty. All right, just like and it's like smooth. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like, I think it's plastic, but it's smooth the way they've done it. It's like they dipped it. So we're going to do one of these. We're going to put an egg here, or maybe, no, you know what? We're going to put an egg here and an egg up here, and then we're going to do a big bow here. Okay. How am I going to attach him onto there? I'm going to glue him. Going to just go easy, and we're just going to glue. So whenever I glue anything, because I'll get questions, and so I try and answer them for you guys. So usually what I do is I try and make sure that I've got mesh. Okay, so if you cut your mesh at 18 inches, it's enough to get the entire wreath, and you're going to have a little bit left over. Okay, that's just the way it always happens. Either a couple of pieces. So I put them more towards the center. Like I'll do a pipe cleaner. I'll put it like in a cross, and then I just attach a couple extra pieces there. That way I've got something in the center for me to attach my little beauty here. Okay. And then I'll kind of make sure that I have mesh behind it. Right. And he's going to go like that. And so you take your glue gun. The only thing that I tell you about this, just be careful. Please do not get glue on your finger. You'll cry. And then I will add glue. And then after I put them on there, I will probably go back and add more glue on the sides. Okay? So see? And we're going to go right in here. And if you notice, I always wiggle it. The reason I wiggle it is because I wanted to touch more spaces. Okay? So by wiggling it, it definitely touches more spaces, and it's going to be in there better. Now, usually I put something heavy over this. Like I'll set it on the table and put something heavy. But because this is plastic, it's like a plastic, and it is kind of dipped. The kind of, I don't want to put something heavy and then create an imprint because it is so smooth. Okay, so we're just going to kind of, we're going to hold it in there, and we'll add our eggs. You can see. So a lot of times when people go, oh, how do you know if the glue is all the way? Hey, Tanika. Yeah, the gold look, right? Is, I'll put it on there, and if it's not adhered good enough, you'll start feeling it like coming out, which means that it's letting go of the surface on the back. So we're just gonna see, some of it's not coming out as much. So we're gonna do that there. We're going to go in afterwards and add more glue behind it too. That way it's really in there. Okay. And probably underneath. Or I'll probably end up adding greenery underneath. Okay, so we're going to take our eggs now. Right? It's, do you see what I mean? They're like smooth. It's almost like they're dipped. Oh, trying to run away. So... probably going to do is we're probably going to put this one here. Let me see. That's on there pretty good. Yeah. We're going to do that too. So that's going to get glued on as well. Sometimes you got to look at it and see. Will it do better if it's glued in there? And this is when it's dangerous when you do like those amounts of glue. The last thing you want to do is have it fall on you, or, right? So make sure you're going in there. Once again, we're wiggling it. We're going to do the same thing with the other egg, but we're going to put it down here. And hold it in place with this while it dries. Alright, we're probably going to put another one down here. So originally we were kind of like, I'm not sure if this bunny is big enough, but we decided we were going to go for it. Okay, we can put the other one right in here. Okay, so we're kind of doing across from each other. You could even, if you really wanted to, put them right next to each other, but we're kind of doing this bit. And if you notice, I am pushing those ties in case I want to add some ribbon there. That's why I'm doing that. Once again, we're going to find the not as pretty side and put some glue on that. And more stick. Make sure it's touching mesh. Now we're just going to hold that there. See? Those are in there. Just doing one of these bits. I know, sometimes putting your pieces on there, it's like, okay, come on, buddy. You can do it. on there a little bit. I'll probably just do that just to hold it in place for now, but it'll dry and it'll stay there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make a bow for up here. Right, I'm like making sure it's in there. And see, it stands out really right against the brown. Okay, y'all. Let's do that's where that comes in. Okay. So we're gonna do a bow there. We're gonna dovetail this. And we'll make this just a little bit over 7. And then we're going to do our loop at 6.5. I have to bring that down a little bit. Hold on, you guys. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Okay. So, a little bit over 7. 6.5. Now we're going to do 6.5 on this side. And we're going to do around about a 16-inch tail. Okay, now we're going to bring in our gold. Bring that down about 1/2 inch. Oh no. That's a huge right there. I used to save all those strips. I'm not even gonna lie. No, I don't. I'm like, too much stuff. And then we're gonna do that one at 6. Come down here, 6. About 1/2 inch shorter. I had to step away for a few. Oh, no worries, girl. Thank you, thank you. So we're doing chocolate bunny with gold, and we're going to add some greenery in there. Okay, about 1/2 inch down as well. Thank you for coming on, you guys. I appreciate you. So we went 6.5, 6. Now we're going to do 5.5 with this one. We're going to bring this down about halfway. I kind of want just the solid brown and the gold to be hanging the longest. Oh my gosh, I just realized I did not silence my phone. It'll be fine. No one's gonna call. And then we're gonna bring that gold back in just for a loop, you guys. Just one of those little bumps. So we're gonna bring that about 1 inch down. Do a 3-inch bump. always try and make sure I silence my phone when I do the, and this is about a 6-inch tail for that one. I try to silence my phone because, so it doesn't, you know, get interrupted. I forgot to do that. I'll be fine. I'll be totally fine. Oh, what do I need? I need a zip tie. Okay. Gonna bring this up as usual, there, there. And then use our zip tie. Put that through there. So who else is like me? I love having my nails done, but then when I go to make wreaths sometimes and I have my nails done, I'm like, oh. Like, they're making me crazy. Sometimes I'll go through and I won't have nails for a while. My daughter's like, Mother. I'm like, what? Because she's a nail tech. She's like, how are you not having nails? I'll do your nails. I'm like, I know. But then they'll make me crazy. And I got to chop them off. But I've had them quite a bit now, so I'm kind of getting used to it. But just once in a while, I'm like, no. Okay, y'all. Look at that. Super pretty. We're going to put this up here. Because I know right now it looks very dark on dark. That'll be fine. Make sure you have mesh behind your bow. There we go. Push that through. And make sure you attach it to the actual metal frame. That's a big one. Come back here, Zip tie. Okay. You'll hear the teeth. Okay. Okay. And if you notice, I don't tighten it all the way till I'm completely done, just in case I gotta move this around. I don't want to make it so tight and then all of a sudden I'm fighting everything. I'm like, it's not working. I can't move it. Okay. There we go. Now we got some stuffs here. Look how pretty that is. Got our bow. See? Okay. We're also going to do, I'm going to do some gold and brown in here and over here. And we're just going to do it with the 1.5. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do 5.5. This is a little bit different bow. So that means I'm going to make this at a 5. And we're going to make this tail around 10 inches, you guys. I may end up trimming it, but for now, that's what it's going to be. And then we're going to take this. Do about 1/2 inch staggered down. And then we're going to do that at 4.5. And that about 1/2 inch. Okay. bring this up. Some zip ties. I'm probably just going to put it into that tie right there. Look at that one. And I didn't do the 2.5 because it's much wider and I don't want it to like cover everything up, okay? So we're going to take this one now. And we're going to put this bow right in here. We're going to take that tie. We're just going to push it in there. It's a little bit different, but I wanted one there. And now I'm going to come and I'm going to make another one down here. Okay? Let's see how cute that is. Hey, Paula. And for that, we're just using these. Okay, once again, we're going to start off with the gold. Come down here, and we did that at 5.5. Our loop at 5. And that little bottom tail was around at 10 or so. Like I said, I may need to trim it, but I'd rather have to trim it than have to figure out how to add back to it. 1/2 inch down. That one's going to be at 4.5. Same thing, 1/2 inch staggered. You can make all kinds of bows, you guys. Smaller, bigger. I'm gonna do a couple lives making some baby bows again. Okay, once again. Okay, we're going to do the same thing now. Remember I had those ties I told you? Pushing it in there. Getting that tie. And the other one on the other side. And we're just giving it a twist. See how pretty. So we have the bow there, we have here, then we have this other one here. Now you see we have that little space there, right? We're just going to do a half bow for that. Okay. What is a half bow, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Half bow is, we're going to take this, we're going to gather it. Going to put it in here. And then we're going to make around, oh, let's do a 5.5 inch loop. Okay. And then we're going to make our tail around 10 inches. Now we're going to take our brown Swiss dot. Sorry. Easiest way to do the half bows is if you start at the top. Push that in there. Match the loop up to this one. I just got in the habit of dovetailing. Come down here and match it up. And the half foot bows especially, I do use zip ties for that because I don't want it falling apart. You can use these for Christmas trees. They're fantastic for Christmas trees. Thanks, Anika. I know, right? The gold. It just makes everything better. And they tend to cross them. So I'll come in if you have like that little piece. Now you're not going to be able to see it once I got it in there, but I tend to cut the extra off. Uh-oh. It's goner now. When am I glue pot? If you notice, I cross them. That way they stand out a little bit more. But, see? So you got little half bows. Yeah, I use these for Christmas. Okay, so we're going to come... Okay, so I want this to go right here, but there's no tie. But there's these two ties next to each other. So a lot of times what I will do is I will pull those together, I will give them a twist, and now I've got a tie right there. Okay? You can also just use a zip tie and do it to the back. But if you can do this, there's an easy way. Okay? There we go. Now we're going to come down here. There we go. So now our bunny is surrounded by beautiful bows and tails. So we're going to put some greenery in there. Yeah, gold. You can never go wrong with gold. Gold is one of those friends that... It's like gold jewelry. Hello. Everybody likes gold. Okay. I got to put my pins in, guys. I didn't put my pins in the other day, and you know what happened? Yep, you know what happened. My ribbon fell, this roll, and it was like I was running after it, and half of it unraveled. It's not a happy camper. So, good habits, good habits. Okay, guys, now we're going to come in, and we're going to put some greenery to kind of freshen it up a little bit. Okay. This is super pretty. This is a new bush that came in this year. And pretty sure, can't remember if Sarah picked it or we both picked it, but we got it. We got it. But this is one of those that are just fantastic because there's so much stuff in here. Now, if you could add pink to this, or you could add a color, which we actually thought about adding a different color to kind of, but then we decided against it. So we decided to go with greenery instead. So this is a pusher, you guys. It's got a lot of beautiful little shapes. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bring this in here. And I'm going to do my fish hook. I always do it because it catches on the mesh and then you don't have to worry about it ever coming out. Okay? So we're going to come in with this one. I'm actually going to put it under my bunny right here. I want some greenery around my bunny. But see how that's gonna add that little something something that you need. Okay, and I'm picking this kind of longer one. We're gonna put it right back here behind the bow. I always like going behind my bow. Okay, but see how adding that greenery, it's going to give it that little pop that we need. Coming in with these. Fantastic. So I fish hook these. And what is fish hooking, you ask? It's my word that I use. So I will take this, I will bend it up. It creates like a little hook. And that way when you go and add your glue and you put it into the mesh, it sticks better. I've got one ribbon rack up, not my big one. It's still somewhere. I gotta put that up. Okay, so we put that one there. Now we're gonna put this other one back over here. And we're kind of trying to make the different types of greenery. Girl, no. That's on my to-do list. That is on my to-do list. Okay, now we're gonna come in with this other piece. And we're gonna put it right back here. If you notice, I'm trying to make sure I'm fanning these out so you can see the greenery a little bit better, right? Because that's giving that nice little vibrancy kind of. I'm going to go to the other side. If you notice, we're putting on this. Also got to do on that. Can't ignore the other side. Yeah, it's on my... Who else feels like there are not enough hours in my day? Or enough days in my week, or enough months in my year? Get her right to come over here. I feel like that is the story of my life continuously. I know we're just in January and I'm already like, oh, so much time. It's going by so fast. And we're coming in here. And if you notice, I'm not making it so high up so that it's, you know, it like makes it over wispy, I guess. That is my word. Over wispy. Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm like... It's like I look at the calendar and I'm like, how is it like the 15th or something already? Like that means half of January is gone. I want to know where it went. Like that's what I want to know. Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Okay. We're coming in. Down here. Alright. I'm like... I always think, yes, I'm like on schedule. I'm ahead. No, I'm not. Better than being bored? Oh, that could be true. It is true. Oh yeah, no, I'm never bored. I always got something to do. My husband always teases me. He's like, girl, you need to chill. I'm like, but I need to do this, this, and this. He's like, relax. I'm like, I am relaxed, but I still need to do this, this, and this. I'm one of those people that if I'm sitting on the couch, my foot's tapping. It makes him crazy. He's like, oh my God. He always teases me. He's like, I'm chopping your foot off. I'm like, why? He's like, girl, sit still. I'm like, I can't. Now, but I can lay in a hammock and read a book. Yeah, like that. Love sitting in my hammock and reading a book. Yes. But then to me, that's not really not doing something. I'm reading a book. So that's totally fine. But yeah, I'm constantly on the go. I'm doing something. And if I got extra time, I'm like, oh, what could I be doing? I'm like, sorry. I'm one of those. So you see how adding the greenery is really, it's giving it that little something, something. Okay, we're coming in here. Okay, we're going to come in here because we don't want just on the bottom. I also want it on the top there. Thank you, Flo. Yeah, we're going for chocolate and gold bunny. But with a little Papa Spring. And you can't have a Papa Spring without greenery. Yeah, I can't sit still. I'm not. If I start to sit still, then I'm like, oh, but I'm like, oh, that means I have time to do this. He's like, girl. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I can, I had some free time the other day. I'm like, oh, let me organize this one cabinet I have with a bunch of stuff. He's like, sit still. I'm like, okay. And like 10 minutes later, I'm like, I'm going insane. What is what? Pretty quote. Been busy making pray quilts. So many orders coming in for them. They are 8 by 8 inches. I don't know what a pray quilt is, dear. What is a pray? Trina, tell us. Tell us what that is. Maybe somebody else knows. Okay, so we put some in there. I feel like I should put some on this side. Yeah, I've never seen. Whenever you craft, there's always like a new craft that, I've done. Who else has done like a million types of different crafts? That's me. I've always done crafts in my life. They make me happy. But a pray quilt. See, now I'm going to, Trina, either tell us or I'm going to have to look this up because I'll have to know. Oh, no. Don't touch. Okay, guys, I don't know if you noticed that touched the tip of my ribbon there. So I got a little bit of glue on here. If that happens and you get glue on your ribbon, don't rub it. Don't mess with it. Let it dry. And then get a pair of needle nose and just yank it off. It'll come right off. Yeah. Like I paint. Okay. So here's the things that I've done. I paint. Refinish furniture. I've made dolls, like primitive dolls. If you guys have ever seen those, made those. gosh. Candles. Make candles. See how adding that greenery around? I like it. So first I added towards the front, and now I'm kind of adding towards the outsides. Yes. So here's the thing. I'm not really good at drawing. A small quote that are praying your hand with a tiny cross inside them. Oh. That sounds pretty. See, I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm going to have to do a wispier one here. Because if you notice, when I cut these, some are a little bit shorter, some are a little bit longer. Yeah. I feel like because I've always kind of been like a creative person, I always have to be making something. Oh, the other thing is I love gardening. So like one year I wanted and this is totally me. I wanted fairy tale pumpkins. You know the pumpkins that are long, you know, think of like Cinderella. And I remember I wanted some. And I went, and they were like $30-something for one pumpkin because it's a fairy tale pumpkin. So I'm like, I'm gonna grow my own for next year. Like I feel like it's a challenge. So I'll grow things. Like I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna pay that. I'm gonna grow that. And sure enough, I grew fairy tale pumpkins, and they were huge. Yeah, right? That'd be a nice gift. So I do things like that too. I'm like, So I love gardening. Absolutely love gardening. Whether it's vegetables, whether it's flowers. I love gardening. My oldest daughter, she does gardening too. And I'm just like, get it. Love it. But see how pretty that is with the green? Right? That green's giving it that nice little pop. I'm going to add probably one more up here. And that's probably going to be it for this. Right? That sounds like a pretty gift. Or scrapbooking. Everybody's scrapbook. Come on, y'all. You know everybody's done scrapbooking at one point or another. Just being creative, making something. And now, my wreath making turned into my job. Well, my business. You know what? Take it back. I'm going to put another one over here. See, I'd rather be... I have ordered 100 of them. Wow. Good for you. Yeah, that's one thing I've never quilted. I've purchased like vintage quilts and then did crafts with them, but I never actually quilted. Okay, there we go. There we go on the outside. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, y'all. And look, I still have all this greenery left. So that just shows you how much fun stuff is in that bush. Okay. Let's make our ribbons pretty. Oh, here's another one, you guys. If your ribbons, before you ship a wreath out, if you guys don't, always do this. Finger like that. Okay? Gives it that nice little curl. Your tails do the same thing. Okay, and fluff. Fluff your stuff. Okay. Now we're going to show this on here. Here is our chocolate bunny and eggs. Look how pretty that is. And definitely with that greenery around it. I like it, but yeah. So we thought about bringing in a color. We were actually looking at like a lavender. Lavender, maybe white, maybe yellow. See, I probably wouldn't do yellow because of the egg. So I'd want something else to pop. Yeah. Yeah, we had actually thought about adding like a lavender purple. Because you know, for Easter, lavender is one of those things that you do a lot of, but yeah. Yeah. Cream, definitely. Hey, Renee. Okay, y'all. Gold bunny done. Okay, guys. Once again, this is a kit. Thank you, thank you. The extras are the greenery and a little bit of that gold mesh. Yeah, we thought about, you know, purple. Because, you know, a lot of people do the crosses and you have like the purple on those. It's super pretty. So we were thinking of a color too. We just decided to go just with the greenery because we're going to use that purple for something else. That's why. Okay, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Oh, make sure you guys are following the page here, the Wreath Shop. Make sure you guys go over to the Red Rustic Rose, which is my page. Follow there. Also, you guys can catch the video, the replay, either here on either one of our pages or on either one of our YouTube channels for the Wreath Shop or the Red Rustic Rose. We post the videos up there too, so you can find them there. Lots of places to watch everything. Okay, y'all. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you, thank you. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Go do something fun. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.